As of November 2014, the Alba is the newest in a long line of Ogiva pens. Almost a year ago, Omas released the Ogiva Vintage Celluloid, and a year before that, the Ogiva Vision. The number one attraction of the Ogiva for me is its shape. The round cap and barrel along with its rounded, tapered ends give the Ogiva a classic profile that feels great in the hand. The Alba takes a design cue from the earlier Ogiva guilloche and incorporates a ribbed cap and barrel that provides additional visual and tactile stimulation. Coming in a close second to the Ogiva shape are the variety of materials the pen is available in. The bronze Arco of the Ogiva's Vintage Celluloid will always be number one to me, but the new semi-transparent resins of the Alba offer a bright, vibrant alternative while ringing in a couple $100 less than its celluloid brethren. The three available colors, orange, green, and purple, come from those found in the Aurora Borealis. The orange appears the most transparent of the bunch and would be right at home tucked into a hunting vest. The green comes off as more of a teal with a lot of green in it, while the purple definitely comes across as a deep purple that's the least transparent of the group. All three colors are only available with rhodium-plated trim and feature the vintage-style roller clip and the Greek key design around the section and cap bands. The clip has quite a lot of tension and will securely hold the pen to even the thinnest of objects. I wouldn't hesitate to clip this into a breast pocket and go bungee jumping. The pen falling out will be the least of your concerns. One fantastic aspect about Omas is their nib options. The Ogiva Alba comes with two options, the standard 18K design or the 14-karat extra flessibile, both available in sizes ranging from extra fine to broad. I much prefer the look of the 18K nib, but there's no denying the awesomeness of the extra flessibile nib once it hits paper. One concern for some users are the threads that sit right in the middle of the section. Honestly, I never notice them, and my grip is usually positioned right on top of them. The threads are smooth and shallow, so unless you require a perfectly smooth section to grip, the threads shouldn't be an issue. The pen feels really good in the hand. It has the length of an oversized pen, but not the girth, which I have a feeling will make this attractive for many of you. Its resin construction keeps it super light with an uncapped weight of just over 22 grams. The cap does post very securely and brings the total weight to about 35 grams without shifting the balance too noticeably. Lined up with a few other well-known pens like the Mont Blanc 149, the Pelikan M1000, the Omas Ogiva Vintage Celluloid, the Pelikan M800, and Pelikan M200, you can see that this very much is an oversized pen. Uncapped, there's plenty of length to it, and I think many users will be able to get along just fine without posting it. The nib is a number 6 size unit, but given the pen's reduced width compared to the other oversized pens in this group, I think it looks just fine. And with the caps posted, you can see just how long the Ogiva becomes. The sweet spot here for me really is the M800. It's a little more compact and there's a little more weight to it, but that's just my personal preference. If you prefer light pens, this one should be at the top of your list. Omas deserves massive props for how much they've improved the feel of the Piston compared to the Ogiva Vision from a couple of years ago. Operation is smooth and it no longer sticks or stutters every time you twist the knob. It's not as silky smooth as what Pelikan offers, but then what is? Where it does excel is in capacity. The Ogiva Alba holds an impressive 1.6 milliliters. In comparison, the best converter holds about 1 milliliter. In my experience, Omas makes some of the best writers available. Of the 3 pens I received for review, 2 had 18K medium nibs, and 1 had a 14K extra flessibile nib. All worked perfectly out of the box. They were buttery smooth with moderately wet flow, which is pretty much the MO for Omas pens. The extra flessibile nib is super soft, able to achieve semi-flex-like line variation. You do need to be careful not to push this nib too far. Doing so will spring the nib, preventing the tines from fully returning to their initial position and leaving a gap at the tip of the tines. The 18K nib is a soft writer, at least when compared to anything other than the extra flessibile nib. It doesn't provide much line variation, but a little pressure will spread the tines enough to increase ink flow. I find it best to maintain a light touch regardless of which nib you use. With the improvements Omas has made to the feel of the Piston, combined with the excellent build quality, fit and finish, and its superb writing ability, the Ogiva Alba is a solid buy in my book. It will go on sale in early November in the US at an MSRP of $4.95. With it being limited to only 327 pieces, you may not want to wait too long. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them below. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Indulge in the magic.